What's up YouTube? It's Dustin back with another video. In today's video, as you can tell from the title, we're talking about The Slight Edge. Now this is a fantastic book that, to be honest with you, I bought last year. I believe so, in 2019 I bought this book. And I just finished it this morning for the first time, May of 2020. I know, it happens. It happens to the best of us. But yeah, no, for real though, The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson is a fantastic book. I'm going to go through some of the best things that I found throughout the book. And as a little cheat sheet, what I like about this book is that he actually summarizes each chapter. So that's kind of where I got a lot of this from, or most of it really I got it from. So it's actually a great book to learn about some information. And it's very easy to summarize very quickly what you just read, so that you're obtaining the information much better than just reading it once and kind of forgetting about it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go through 8 things about The Slight Edge that I wrote down that I really enjoyed about the book. So, in the beginning of the book, the author, Jeff, talks about how you can either be a beach bum or you can be a millionaire. Because there is a beach bum and there is a millionaire inside of each of us. And the reason he says that is because that was him. He was a beach bum, but then later in life he was a millionaire. And the only difference is you, yourself, and how you use the slight edge to your advantage or your disadvantage. Now, what exactly am I talking about? Well, the slight edge basically is this curve on an imaginary chart for demonstration purposes and looking at it, whether you're curving upward or you're curving downward. And obviously, when you curve upward, that's a positive, and when you curve downward, that's a negative. But what exactly is the slight edge? Well, it's the things that you do every day that either make the curve go up or make the curve go down. So to make it go up, you can do simple daily disciplines that are positive for your life. Or if you want to go downward on the curve, it's simple errors in judgment. Those will make or break you. Daily discipline actions. Simple daily disciplines, or simple errors in judgment, compounded daily, can turn you into a beach bum or a millionaire. Another fascinating thing that you kind of hear about a lot in business and entrepreneurship and lifestyle is that, there's all different numbers of people who are successful versus people who aren't. And in this book, it says that 95% of people are unsuccessful in their goals in their life in general, and only 5% actually achieve what they desire in life. Only 5%. 5%. 1 out of every 20 people become successful. Why are there only 5 people who are successful in life? Well, simply put, the 5% of people who are successful in life, they use the slight edge to their advantage. They go up in the curve based off of simple daily disciplines. The 95% of people who fail, they choose errors in judgment over daily actions of discipline. And that's why 95% of people fail. So how come these 5% of people who decide to do daily disciplines, daily disciplines every day, daily disciplines of action, how come they're successful? Because they do that. But how come 95% of people decide not to do those actions? How come only 5% do it? Well, it's simple. Daily disciplines are actually very easy. But do you know what is also just as easy? Not doing them. If you have daily disciplines that you can be doing in your life to be more successful in all facets of your life, you're probably looking down at them and saying, wow, they're pretty easy to do. But you have to do them. But what's just as easy? Not doing them. Not performing that task. Not going for a 10-mile walk. Who goes for a 10-mile walk? Not going for a 10-minute jog. Not going for a 30-minute workout every day. Not reading for 30 minutes a day. All those little actions that you can do daily, well, you can do them, and they're actually not that hard to do. They're actually very easy. That's why they're called daily disciplines, because they're simple. They're called simple daily disciplines because they're simple and easy to do. But most people choose not to do them because it's also easy to not do them. And the 5% who stuck it out and do it year after year, day after day, year after year, they become successful, while the people who don't do them every day, they don't find the success they want. And another big reason why 95% of people don't do them every day is because daily disciplines are very unnoticeable to the human eye. You go to the gym a couple days a week, you go, every year people make goals, and obviously right now the gym's not open, but you can do home workouts just as easily. Actually, easier than going to a gym. But people who want to get in shape, they start going to the gym. They go a couple times, they don't see any immediate results, so they stop. They don't do daily habits. They don't create daily habits because they don't see the quick fix right away, because they want a quick fix. They don't see the results as fast as they want to see. The people who do simple daily disciplines, they know that it's going to take time, and time is what magnifies daily habits to success and actually achieving your goals. Successful people know that they didn't get there overnight. It's not going to happen overnight, and too many people want to rush. That's why 95% of people who have goals, or just in life in general, don't commit to a goal or don't execute a goal, because they don't do it every day. They don't put in the time and effort, because time is needed for success. Time is needed for your goals. Things aren't done on the switch of a thing. Everyone wants to click on a button and be successful, and that's not how it works. That's why only 5% of people get through life achieving their goals, because they committed to mastering it. And another thing people get twisted is success does not lead to happiness. Happiness leads to more success. If you're just doing things to be happy or to try to become happy, you're never going to be happy. And that's something I'm learning, because happiness you can have every day before you even get any type of success. You can be happy in your life already. You can find things to be happy about. You can find happiness in the smallest of things. So people think that if they achieve and get all this money and all this stuff, they'll be happy, but that's backwards. When you're happy and you're healthy, which translates to even more happiness, you want to achieve more. You're in a better mood, so then you can perform at a better rate, and you can perform daily disciplines which can make you even happier to actually then achieve your goals, because you're in a good state of mind, you're in a happy state of mind, which is very important. Another thing that I read through this book, and I've heard other people talk about in their videos and reviews of this book, is that, with the daily disciplines and habits that you form every day, getting to a better place in your life, it doesn't take that much. In this book, they talk a lot about a penny, and how 1 penny at the start is just a penny, but it can lead to a fortune, because over time that penny turns into 2 pennies, and then from there on it goes into many pennies and then dollars and stuff. And it's just an example, but basically the point that the author was making is that if you improve your life 1% each day, if you do that for 1 full year, that's 365% improvement, which is actually 3 times where you started at the beginning of the year. And you may even think, well, that's not that much, especially if you're starting at a small scale, which everyone does. That penny is there. You can turn that into whatever you want it to be, but it starts at a penny. It starts at 1%, and you want to get yourself better at 1% of each day. And after 1 year, like I said, you basically triple your results after 1 year. Think about what you can do after 10 years. Think about it. Something that really kind of blew my mind, and this whole book had a lot of little nuggets, and it has a lot more than just what I have on a sheet right here. And I'm already on number 8. I've been kind of combining a couple of things because they really go hand in hand. Is that everything is always in motion. Everything is always in motion. You always kind of think okay, if you're not improving your goals every day, you're not really missing out. You're not really losing out on a lot. And this book always talks about how if you're not achieving daily disciplines, daily actions towards your goals, you're actually moving away from your goal without realizing it. Because when you go to the gym, or if you don't go to a gym, you're not going to see, like I said before, you're not going to see the results right away. But once you stop doing something, then you don't do it. And then over time, you even go backwards and you don't get anywhere near your goal. If you want to have a better financial future, if you're not working on it every day, you're not going to get there. If you just stop, you really will never get there. So everything is always in motion, whether you think it or not. That curve that we're talking about, the slight edge, it's the curve. It's either going up or down. it's always going up or it's always going down, like the stock market. The stock market never just stops. It doesn't just like stagnant. It's never stagnant. The slight edge is never stagnant. Your life is never stagnant. Either you're growing or you're dying. Either you're going up or you're going down. And this book really made it clear to me what that actually really meant, is that growth or you don't grow. Basically, you're growing or you don't growing. And the slight edge, whether you think you're not growing, but you think you're fine, that's when the slight edge is working against you, because now when you try to go back to do something, it's a little bit harder to get back into routine. But another great thing, a little extra nugget, it's not even on the sheet, is that a big thing I learned about it is, and I realized this in my whole life too, looking back at my online journey so far, and even my life journey so far at 24 years old, is that whether or not you're going up or down, when you're going up and you stop, let's say you stop doing your daily habits or you stop doing stuff that can bring you to success, yeah, it does suck because you do go down that curve and you kind of have to start back up. The great thing about the slight edge is that as soon as you make that decision to flip the switch and start doing those actions and start paying attention more and actually trying to achieve your goals, you start right back up and that curve goes up automatically, because now you're setting in stone that you're doing these habits. You're starting these daily habits to get to where you want to be. And just like that, you can go up and you can go down. So you can use that negatively or positively to your advantage or to your disadvantage. So no matter what part of your life you're at, you can always choose. If you go down for some reason and you just stop doing everything, you can always, whatever day, just flip that switch and start going back up the slight edge curve to positively affect your life. And that's the great thing about it, but you also have to watch out, because as soon as you stop, that curve goes down. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying about the slight edge, is that basically it's your daily habits, it's your daily 1% of growth each day that can make you go up the curve, or it can be you're ignoring what you need to be doing every day, going down the curve, and you're going less. You're going less towards your goals, but you want to be on the upper curve to go towards your goals. And this book was really great. Like I said, I literally finished reading it this morning, and it just really, the last couple chapters I was reading, I was really getting into it, and like I was really focusing on it, and I was really paying attention to what the book was saying. So I'm very excited to, possibly, well, I know I'm going to reread it at some point in my life again, probably maybe next year or something, the year after that. But I definitely want to get into reading more books, because ever since reading this book this week, I've been doing it, and I'm going to show you how I've actually been accomplishing more this week than I feel like I have in a while. I haven't read a book this year, and this is the first time reading a book this year. And in my next video, I'll show you exactly why that is. And guys, let me tell you, reading this book again, or finish reading this book, really made me feel great. Like I feel better, because every day I was reading a little bit and a little bit more and a little bit more. And every day I've been doing my morning routine. And while reading this, while starting up my morning routine again, and also doing it in a way where I have to commit to doing these things or I have consequences, this is like one of the perfect books to read, because it's always talking about doing things daily that can manifest in something bigger and better in the future with time, multiplying everything and magnifying the little habits you do every day, the tiny little things every day. So I don't want to ramble too much more, but this book was really an eye-opener for me, and I really encourage you guys, check this book out. Get this book, The Slight Edge. I just feel really positive right now in my life, because I've been reading this book. I've been getting my morning habits better. I mean, they're not perfect, but I've been improving on it every day. And it's just been going hand in hand with this book. If you're struggling with having some kind of routine, or like you're struggling with getting things done, this is a great book. Get it on Amazon. Get it wherever you can. Go to Barnes & Nobles. I think that's where I got this one. The Slight Edge, guys. This is a fantastic book. Check it out. I'm Dustin. Thank you for watching this video.